And I'll be your host, J.M. Carter. Where's your lighter at? Sure, I got one in my pocket. That's yours. Where'd that lighter come from? Morning, but this is the only time I got to do this. So I just put the primer on it. And, what we got here is just some high build primer. It's pretty good stuff. I've used it before on a bunch of different stuff. It's thick though. You have to thin it down pretty good. So what this is just a cheap Harbor Freight gun. Just buy them, use a little bit of primer in them, and when they get where they don't want the spray right, I'll just throw them away. It can thin down more too thick. Still too thick. Don't want to spray when it's thick. Any good painter knows that it don't matter how good a painter you are, if you don't do the body work right on an old car or something, whatever you're working on, the paint job is gonna look like crap. If you ain't got your air, water, moisture just right, air lines, the paint job is gonna look like crap. There's a whole lot of little details that go into getting like a show quality paint job, rather than just some run-of-the-mill basic. Something that you're going to sand and put some primer on and scuff it up and get some paint and put paint on it. There's a whole lot more to it. When you see them super show car paint jobs, somebody put in the work. They put in a lot of time, a lot of body work, a lot of blocking, a lot of priming, a lot of sanding, a lot of painting, clearing, sanding, buffing. It's not just a pull it in there, tape it up, sand it down, pull it back out, and get a paint job like that. There's a whole lot of work that goes in. tell you what, something you can't see with the chrome on it, on these stacks, they look like they're round, perfect round when they're chromed out, but when you put a coating or something on them, you can see that they got a lot of imperfections in the bend, the radius bends on them. So that's something I had never really paid any attention to on a pipe. But the chrome, I guess, has got so much of a shine to it, it throws you off. And so you don't really see all them imperfections in the chrome when it's chrome like that, but you see all them little round, like straight lines where the pipe's not smooth. You see that? When it's chrome, you don't see all that. But it don't really matter. I'm gonna smooth it out as much as I can and paint it. So.